EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. But tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and but it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
First down, Miami.
Tua sets up to pass it. A little short pass here to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Washington.
Tagovailoa's pass. Complete to Taj Washington. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Washington in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Porter Jr. with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man. It's Warren. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They toss it to Warren. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
A short one there to Fryermuth. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from H.N. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
7 yards to go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Rodgers going to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And here's Freiermuth again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage in a first down.
They'll run on first down. Warren. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That had to be a nightmare as a ball carrier. You look up and see his big bear claws coming at you right away. No chance.
And just think how the game continues to evolve. We always worried about the defensive ends and the outside linebackers bringing pressure. How about the play now? It's not just eating up blockers for these guys inside, is it? It's eating up blockers and making plays in the backfield.
And just eating. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 9.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked. Back in the 23-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
In motion, Hill. Again, it's Achane. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 7 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Rodgers to throw once more. A short one there to Freiermuth. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
To Pat Freiermuth. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 49-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. That will be incomplete as well. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Yeah, for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side taken in by Washington. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A little short pass here to Hill. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here, as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now a 2nd and 6. Hill going to go in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 7.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
23 yards. First down, Dolphins.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 30.
Achane, the Dolphins ball carrier. Chuck Clark on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Achane on the counter. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First and goal, Miami.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Achane. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Throwing is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
It's second and 8.
This is second and 8. A toss left side. Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
At the 45-yard line.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now Rodgers. They've got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. from midfield. Here's Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
In motion is Washington. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. On the return, Austin. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one finds Austin out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Complete to Austin here over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
14 yards.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it with
touchdown! DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Tua going to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down at 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Steelers send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? They bring the pressure as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 29-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.